A couple of weeks ago, we ran a test with the Harvi II TE Endmill and 1018 steel. Well, we saw some of your comments, and you guys seem to think that this tool doesn't have much life left in it after what we put it through. And today, we're gonna follow up on that by getting a little bit more aggressive using the exact same tool we used for the last video. Except this time, we're gonna make 4 different pockets, 4 different ways, and down in the comments, you guys can tell me which method was best. So without further ado, let's make some chips. Here we go. All right, for this first pocket, we're gonna use a strategy that no one in their right mind would use. Well, I'm not in my right mind. Yes! Give me those chips of greatness! Ow! It sounds violent! Oh, yes! Those chips sound pretty serious. Give it to me! Oh, I thought this Endmill didn't have any life left in it. Savage! Yes! Oh no, this tool's gonna break because I abused it so bad last time. Nope. Chunky. All right, for our second pocket, we're gonna use another strategy that I normally wouldn't use, but let's see if it can do it. Oh, yes! Get down in there! Now, something to point out is that this tool is a beast, but without a beast machine to push it, you're not gonna make cuts like these. That's why I'm over here on the YCM C10. Oh, there's no room for the chips to get out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't buy your end mills off of Temu. You remember the old videos of Titan full slotting? The spindle was all wobbling? You don't see that here. Need I point out again that this is the same tool from the last video? All right, for our third pocket, we're gonna use an 80% step over after we ramp down into the bottom of the pocket. Oh, there's no room between the spindle and the pocket. Chips are just piling up in there. Would you stop that? Once the hole gets open big enough, it'll stop doing this, but... I was pulling all those chips out of the hole, but in the end, this tool can full slot through steel, so who cares if it recuts some chips? Yes! Brutal! Yes! Barfing out blue chips of greatness! Oh, look at those blue chips coming out of the hole. You guys didn't know I was a welder, did you? Nothing can stop this Endmill. Oh, what a mess! The biggest machining event of the year, Boombastic 2026, is coming soon. Come hang out with me and the rest of the Titans team for 3 days filled with machining, technology, and community. You'll see mills, lathes, Swiss machines, additive, automation, and more. Live machining, live learning, live action. So go online now to titansofcnc.com and register. You're not going to want to miss this. All right, for our fourth and final pocket, we're just going to use a regular dynamic milling strategy just to make sure the tool can still cut steel in a normal fashion. I did it more brutal. Why would you ever do that to an end mill? You're not going to get any tool life out of it. Looks good to me. Nothing like starting your day off with diabolical milling. Man, when we're done with this test, we need to just throw some stainless or titanium in here. Man, Dre's gonna have a blast cleaning this machine out. So once again, that was the exact same tool that we used in our last video, and it lived all the way through this torture test. Let me know down in the comments below what material you guys would like to see me use this same tool on next, and I might just use it in another video. Freaking thing still looks brand new. Blue, I make chips for you.